Yeah, I'll give you my assessment in this packed media room right now.
Hey, the people that matter are here.
No, I mean, really good match. The only thing I probably would complain about is how I served early in the match, but I picked it up for sure. And from the back of the court, I was really solid. I was clinical. Not many mistakes at all. I thought I played much better than my first match as an intensity standpoint. Yeah, I didn't really. I felt like I was on him the whole time, and it was a good performance. It was solid.
Very good. Questions? Ava?
Wallace, Washington Post. Francis, you talked after your first win about the kind of little differences you noticed, just being the higher seeded player on Ash and everything like that. I'm wondering what the best or most impactful perk has been, being high seed, high ranking, all that stuff. I know you get practice court, priorities and better maybe accommodations and stuff like that. Has any of it actually changed the way your tournament goes?
Definitely. Hotels, rooms. Yeah, I mean, I used to love you get on the site. Everyone's so excited every time you get on the grounds. Yeah, I practice on 1 through 5 every time. If not a stadium court, I practice on Ash a couple times before the tournament. I've never done that before. Yeah, it just makes you feel really accommodated, loved, and ready to go. So yeah, I mean, I think I generally play some of my best tennis on Ash, and I feel so comfortable on that court, and yeah, so this is one of my favorite tournaments. Well, definitely my favorite tournament.
Specifically about the hotel upgrades, what happens there?
Yeah, I mean, it gets a lot of accommodations. Yeah, a lot of perks with the hotel. I mean, I have a suite room here. I don't like telling people where I'm staying at, but I'm staying at a nice place, and suite room. Family's all taken care of. Also, got a bunch of rooms there, so yeah, it's good. I'm good.
Howard Fenrich with the Associated Press. This stadium is very different from most of the places you play in terms of a lot of things, I think. But I'm wondering, how does it, from a tennis standpoint, change things in as big a place as it is?
It suits me perfectly, honestly. For my personality, for my game. Obviously, U.S. Open sits in a perfect place as it pertains to the time of what we're competing against with other sports. So everyone's here to watch and enjoy entertainment. So, and I really enjoy that, and a lot of people that became friends with over the last years get to come to watch. So I really like to go out and compete and in front of them. But as a stadium as a whole, I mean, yeah, it was pretty loud in there today, nonstop chatter. And I don't know if because it was so one-sided, people were just having conversations. It's not so much to get into, but which I preferred that way. But yeah, it was pretty loud, and it was something I enjoy. I think the ref did a great job of not trying to really, tell them to stop. Just let it ride.
Can I just ask who? I saw you went over, but I couldn't see who it was to greet some folks at the end there.
Yeah, it was Pusha T, pretty famous artist. Yeah, he's a very good rapper, and we were talking yesterday about him coming. He really wants to come watch me play live, and it was good. My agent took care of him, and I got him courtside, so that was pretty cool. And as soon as I saw him there, I was like, yeah, after the match, I want to dap him up and say thanks for coming out. So it was good. Obviously, the U.S. Open put that on Instagram right away, so smart.
Andrew
Jones, ESPN and Skate, because Pusha had that great moment, so which I embracing right there. He rarely ever comes to a tennis match, so that is something right there for you to get him is incredible because of the DMV connection. Just want to ask you just about the friendship that you had with Caroline Wozniacki and how fun the whole post was in terms of warming up with her, as well as also your long-term friendship with Michael Moe in that big match tomorrow against Johnny I. Tomorrow against Johnny.
Where are they playing?
They're playing on Grandstand.
Oh, Grandstand. That's cool. Gee, I thought I was going to get some Ash love. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, well, Yeah, I mean, seeing Puck there was obviously sick. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his, and seeing him courtside was unreal. Caro, is she winning right now? How's she going?
It's even, it was 4-all even with Petra, so it's
Yeah.
tight.
Obviously, she's a legend, one of the nicest people I've ever met. It's cool to hit some balls with her and joke around, and she's just such a legend of our sport, and it's cool to have her back and competing at a high level. Hopefully, she's able to go for a pretty good run here, and and then Mo, I'm super excited for him, man. He's had a great year. He's beating a lot of guys. This is a matter of him putting matches together now. You know, everybody knows what he's capable of beating these guys, but you know now you got to start getting 2, 3, 4 in a row to really start making dents, get himself in the top 50, get himself really a predominant pro tennis player, not going back and playing challengers. So he's always had the game. It's just he's believing it now, and it's good to see. We have a great friendship. Yeah, I mean we're way closer than just a game of tennis. He's probably a friend I'll have for a long time.
First on grandstand too early, man. So.
First on grandstand, 11.
Yep.
Yeah, it's scenes, bro. It's tough. It's tough.
Hey Francis, Jesus mentioned with New York Times. You change your shirts often during your matches. Is that is there any rhyme or reason to it, or is it sometimes just the humidity levels that?
Because the shirt's wet. Yeah.
The sweat.
Yeah, shirt's
And,
wet, so I change it.
Do you plan that ahead? Like, do you pack? How many shirts do you pack before? a match?
20. Yeah, 20. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Like I mean, you're sweating a lot. Like, and obviously, like, I mean, you want to be as light as you can on the court. So, like, if I'm a little wet, just change the tee. Like, I mean, you know, you're lucky and blessed to have a sponsorship. So I'm very adamant about that. About changing shirts. Obviously, outfit changes. Hopefully, I don't have to get to that sense because then it means I'm not on court for that long. But yeah, I mean, especially with a tank top. I mean, it gets sweatier easier than an actual T-shirt. So yeah, I mean, today wasn't even so close to a max, but I went through probably 6. It's crazy.
David Judman, go ahead.
Francis, you talked about that, kind of putting that clip on Instagram and the way that sport has kind of latched onto you as an entertainer and, you know, the next big thing, all that stuff. What have you learned since this time last year about managing that aspect of your career, about saying no sometimes, about protecting the, you know?
Yeah, I think it's super interesting. Obviously, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people want to come watch me play. A lot of people taking a lot of love into me, and so. But it's just understanding that tennis is the main thing. Everything revolves around tennis. You know, if you're not winning matches, none of that really matters. Obviously, all these relationships are great, but you know, it's upper echelon guys. You know, people at the top of their realm want to see you, and they see you in a certain space. So you need to also take care of your business and keep winning matches and keep doing well. So that's all I really care about. But so when you have that mindset, every decision you make kind of makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I mean, it is tough. I mean, there's times where, you know, you see a guy that you haven't met before and he's a big fan and you see him and he wants to hang out. You're like, shit, it'd be cool to do this, but you got to prioritize. So it's just it's, you know, trial and error, but I'm learning as I go.
Howard.
Another clothing type question for you. Do you always bring 2 extra pairs of shoes the way you did today? And
Yeah, I did in my first match too. I'm doing a lot in the summer. I mean,
is it also sweat related?
yeah. I mean, yeah. You just gotta be prepared for everything, right? I mean, I played Rafa and, you know, Rublev here last year. I had to change outfits, or no, I don't think against Rublev, but against Alcaraz, to change outfits. You bring the shoes, you bring the outfit. You know, yeah, I think you have 2 changes in the max, so yeah, you're fully prepared. I mean, if it goes that way, you know, you're prepared. I don't want to feel like I'm playing with really sweaty clothes because I'm not prepared. So I know how much I can sweat, so I'm ready for all kind of occasions. Plus, I have a cool pair of shoes, so it's cool to walk out with them.
Good. Andrew, last question, please.
Closes out with Manarino. You know the deal with him. Gonna be a shot maker's whole display. Show thoughts on how that's gonna go down and how you're gonna have the crowd and that energy when you play him.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, he's really unorthodox. You know, kind of just bounce the ball around and kind of use my pace and redirect and stuff. So I played him here a lot of years ago. I was super young, and he was seeded. We played, I think, first or second round. And so got him there. So hopefully we repeat the same thing and keep it pushing. I'm playing great tennis, so yeah, I'm gonna have the crowd with me and try to keep this thing going.